I think I should be live right now, but I need to check that. Everything all good? Yeah, everything's good. Okay, let me just test out the music, and then we can start. Okay, gonna take a second since I have to actually hear the music on the stream, and I can't listen to it on OBS. Maybe I can. I don't know. I haven't used OBS in forever. Let me see. Um, yeah. Is my audio good? Gonna put the music a little bit up. Let me just see if that's good. Sorry about this. Just have to prep. Okay, I think that should be good. I just put the music up a little bit and the thing. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit right now and I'm gonna see if that's good. Because last time there were some audio issues where either the music was too loud or my audio was too low. Either that or my headphones were broken. I have no idea. Either way, I have to check. Okay, I think the music's a little too loud. Let me just. You guys obviously, this is live right now. You can't skip it, but like when it's not live, you can obviously just skip this part. Obviously. Let me just see. Okay, I think that's good. That's good enough. I'm gonna. There we go. Let's start. I don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. And I do have a timetable today as well. So let's start this. Um, I'm going to have, just like always, I'm going to have the streamer next to me. So if any of you guys want to say anything in chat, say it. But we're going to start right now. Hey guys, Tower Climber here. And today we are continuing with our Tower God tier list. This tier list, like somebody asked me if this was a template, like a public one. And I was like, yep, I made it myself. I keep updating it whenever I can, whenever I got it shot and doing all that stuff, right? So, yeah, today we're gonna do, like I said last stream, I think, we're gonna do all the important organizations. What I want to plan to do today, we might not get to it all, but what I want to do today is Jahad, the Jahad army, Fug, and Wolhaiksong. Where's Wolhaiksong? Wolhaiksong's not that long, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So basically, I'm gonna stop like here where Quant is, basically. Uh, that should be fine, and then the next one should be the final one if everything goes well and planned. The next one should be the final one, and we're just gonna do the rest of the tier list, right? It should be like Iceseer from Towers and Gods, a lot of side characters from Towers and Gods, and side characters from Tower and God. No, Tower of God, sorry. It's saying those two back to back, it's always confusing to me. So let's so yeah. Let me see if everything's working well. Yeah, everything's good. Just wanted to check. Cool. But yeah. I think my headphones that are connected to my microphone are broken though. So like, or like at least not working well. Hello? I can hear myself a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get those replaced. Most likely, just get better ones. So let's just start right off. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to ask me, like any thoughts that you have, my opinions on things, it could be about the tier list or anything. Yeah, I decided to do it today because, and pretty early. Well, one, because I have to go. I don't have a lot of time, and because I'm currently both working on stuff from school and things from like my actual video, my little 100 subscriber celebration video that I have planned for you guys. So I am working on that, but it's gonna take a bit because I'm also busy with a lot of other stuff. So I didn't want, like I said in the community post a couple days ago, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for content for that long. So I was like, we're probably gonna do a tier list video, right? So let us begin with this. We're gonna obviously start with the Jahad army, which should be very interesting. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to let's do before we start, let's finish this and do Arc Raptor scaling. Arc Raptor scaling, I didn't include him last time because he's married. He was married to one of the Tengri families, but he's not from the Tengri families himself. This one is Arc Raptors. Is like as he first showed up. Arc Raptor's so cool, and I can't wait to see him animated for the first time. Like just that one little second in the trailer got me so hyped to see him animated. But let's see, because I know he's in. I put him in E rank. I put both these two versions in E rank. Let me just bring him up. That's top 10 E rank. That's not where I put him. I scaled him here because he is technically physically weaker than someone like Iwa. We know this from the like the Shinsu reinforcement test that you can punched. Obviously that Shinsu reinforcement test doesn't mean that like you would beat somebody in a fight, right? Just like the whole thing with Rap Devil and Prince got like one of the highest scores right below Bomb. But Rap Devil was able to beat him up, right? And Rap Devil said, just do you think that little test meant who would win in a fight and all that stuff? So it doesn't scale him. It just means she's physically stronger than him. And she didn't even punch the thing, like, fully. The thing that puts her above is her flame. That Hworyang was having trouble against before Bomb showed up and froze it and took the parasite out of her body. Right. Hworyang is definitely way more durable than Arc Raptor, so you could argue that he would still win from long range with his thing, but I think it's just a little more. I think it's just a little more safe to put him below, but like right below. They're not that separated. Then this is Workshop Arc Raptor. Workshop Arc Raptor, I don't think he's in top 10 because it's kind of like evident like that he isn't. but I would still put him. There's not a lot of feats from him, um, but I think I would put him above after the training he did with Goon and the rest of Team Sweden Tower. And also, this is the 30th floor. This one was in the 20th floor, so there should be a big jump even without that training. So yeah, but I would put him probably at the top of this rank right now, above these guys. He would definitely be able to beat them at this point in his climb, I think. And this is, well, not current Arc Raptor, but like Hell Train Arc Raptor, the one that there's not a lot of feats, but he does kind of like his Shinsu blasts have become a lot stronger. So like, I don't know where to exactly place him. I think I placed him like somewhere in. I think I placed him somewhere in the tier right. It's weird because everyone was training for the Hell Train and all that stuff, but you see like gains from Prince and Arc Raptor and Meesing and all that stuff, but I don't think their experience and all that stuff in their training puts them above people like Varagov or Ron or like the top tiers in this one. So I don't actually think they go there. But where does he actually go? That's a little more tricky to say. I think he kind of comes out of nowhere, and Kasano was distracted and he wasn't using like his full power, and he was exhausted from beating up Wangnan. If he could have beaten Kasano by himself, there wouldn't have needed that little plan to tire him out. So I don't know. His Shinsu blasts are very much bigger. I would put him here, I guess, above Taki. Maybe, yeah. I mean, like, Taki's probably faster than him, but like if he hits him, just from straight up power, I think he would beat him. Yeah, I would put him right there. I don't think Prince, like Hell Train Prince, would probably go here too, like at the bottom of top of E rank, in my opinion. I don't think their gains were as big as Iwas, or like somebody who trains like Ron, or like trains every single day like Ron, or like I legit almost forgot his name. I don't know why I keep looking at him and I keep saying Kasano, but it's not Kasano. It's not Kasano. I don't know why I keep saying that name. It's either Kasano or Horyang that is keeping in my mind every single time I see him, even though I know that it's not. Novik, Jesus, Novik. Yeah, like somebody like them, I don't think their gains was that increased. If it was, it wasn't shown, so I can't really put him there. Like, above. So now let's actually start ranking the Jahad army. Let's just do Jahad first, since kind of like self-explanatory. He's definitely going up. I'm also wearing a sweater, by the way, because it's so cold in my room right now. Like, I don't understand, because it's so hot outside, like to the point where I'm gonna pass out, but like it's so cold in my room right now. So like strongest in the tower, what strongest in the tower means is like above the 10 warriors and the 10 great family leaders, basically, like blatantly. Like if you're stronger than Arya Han, you're in this tier. And Axis is like, again, disconnected from the entire list. No one is beating an Axis in this whole list, right? Even there's a massive gulf between these two. Somebody asked me in a video if like Enryu, Jahad, and Orek together, all working together. Sorry about that. Could beat Pantamenum, and I'm like, no, they could not. No matter how strong you think Enryu and all that stuff is, it's just been clearly stated by SIU that nothing other than an Axis can harm an Axis. So like, right, and even if you wanted to say like hypothetically that like Enryu, because there's some theories that Enryu like works with the outside god and the outside god is an Axis. If you think that Enryu got some power from the outside god and so he's technically an Axis, right? Like has the power of an Axis, so that would allow him to harm Pantamenum. He's not. We know that Pantamenum is one of the top 5 Axes in the whole world. We don't know if the outside god is an Axis. We don't know where he would scale in that order, right? That's unclear. And we don't know if he would be stronger than the top 5 Axis. And that's still like a tiny power of an Axis. And we know that you need to be an Axis to harm an Axis. But we also know that to override an Axis power, you have to be an Axis higher in rank, right? So it wouldn't do that anything to Pantamenum, even with that scaling, which is not confirmed at all. It's just theories. Yeah. So that's my little rant about that. Data Jahad. Data Jahad is easy to scale. Well, with all the scaling that I've already done, he goes in above all other regulars, and he goes here above Data Edwan. He is stronger than Data Edwan. Edwan can fight him. Like, obviously, yeah, we've seen it. But Data Jahad didn't bring out any of his like strongest weapons. He probably would have needed to if like Edwan used like his stronger spears and stuff like that. But like that doesn't mean he would win. Right? So I'm also going to be scaling all of Bomb. That should be fun. Jesus, there's a lot of versions of Bomb, as you can see here. So yeah, okay. So next is Adori Jahad. Adori Jahad, no matter what scaling. Also, all the, by the way, let me go up here. All the data versions of the irregulars from the Hell Train are here because of the bomb scaling. I've already mentioned this. That bomb with the Black March, which Black March was not increasing his power. It was extending his power, at least in the beginning before Bomb absorbed the Black March. It was not increasing Bomb's power. It was merely extending it so he would last longer, right? And he was fighting 2 rankers at the same time, so that would put him at advanced ranker level. And they scaled to that, right? So there you go. Adori Jahad is, no matter what you want to say, like, I already made a whole video of Adori versus Eurasia and Jahad. And I did rank Eurasia and Jahad as the winner. Very, very small margin, right? But that's only because of the fact that we know that she is not only a princess of Jahad, but also the child of 2 great family leaders. So I thought her blood would give her a physical advantage over Adori. But they're both rank 7, like they should just be equals. The fight, if they were to fight, whoever wins, it would be an extreme difficulty either way. So they're just right next to each other. They're not going to be separated at all. But I would place Adori just a little bit weaker than her. Sorry about that. Garam scaling is weird and you have to look at it very specifically. But Garam scaling basically scales above Yuri because Yuri was possessed by the 13 months and that made her stronger because the 13 months, the ghost of the 13 month is basically just Yuri, but with both of her weapons ignited. And You know, some other comedy scenes like where Garam just kicked Yuri and all that stuff, like when she was back. Um, so like that's puts her above. Evan's also like terrified of her and all that kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. Would she go in Squadron Commander tier from her feats? I don't think so. At least we don't know, right? Because we don't have enough feats. The feat of her fighting the ghost puts her definitely above Yuri, but doesn't put her anywhere else. You know what I mean? So it would. I don't know. I think her scaling is still more clear than somebody like Wanwan's. But maybe not as clear as somebody like Jin Sung Ha that wiped out a whole branch. So that's probably where I would place her. You know, I think that's fair. Like probably because she has 2 weapons that she didn't use against the 13 months ghost. I don't even know if she used one of the weapons, to be honest. It hasn't been confirmed. So if she didn't use it when she was fighting the 13 month ghost, that could probably put her in Squadron Commander. But like she at least has an ignition weapon that she could ignite, so she would be here. All right, so next is this is interesting. This is Anak Jahad, like original Anak Jahad, and I've gotten some scaling from saying that she is weaker than somebody like Ren, because people think that Ren alone killed her, which I understand why people think that, because Ren was like, I was the one who killed your mother, and he could have been the one who landed the final blow. That might have been the case, but I really doubt that Ren alone, because the thing is that Ren, Anak, who was there when her mom died, said that her mom was betrayed by her sisters. Sisters, it was in plural, and she didn't say she was betrayed by Jahad. She said she was betrayed by her sisters. So that would imply that the princesses of Jahad were sent to take out Anak Jahad. And also, we know that Anak Jahad was not just like a regular ranker princess, because she was entrusted with a 13-month series, the Green April. And we know that only like the most advanced princesses get that. Like somebody like perfect example, somebody like Yuri, who became a high ranker, was entrusted with a 13-month series. I doubt that right when she became a ranker she was entrusted with that. Probably when she became a high ranker she was then given the 13-month. So you could say that to put her in high ranker, but since we don't have any feats from her, I would honestly just kind of like with her with the Green April ignited, I would put her above Mate with his weapon ignited. That's where I would place her. We also know that she probably didn't have the Green April when she died, probably against Ren, like when Ren killed her. She probably didn't have the Green April since Anak, obviously, like since this Anak has the Green April when we first met her, so that means that she ran away with the Green April. So yeah, there you go. That's where I think she scales. I do not think she should be in ranker, because it doesn't make any sense. I think that it was like a similar situation, obviously lesser than what happened to like Eurasia and Jahad, that happened to Anak Jahad, that she was there had to be multiple princesses who came, at least one, right? You know, at least one princess. We don't know who that would be, but at least one of the princesses came down and had to deal with Anak. And then maybe after she was like wounded, Ren was the one who killed her, right? So I don't think she like is getting beaten by Ren, but that's just me. The boss. These are all the princess of Jahad, right? Um, we don't know where he scales at all. I did. I will place him. I don't want to rank him yet because we just. Also, I don't know even if that's an interesting question. Do you guys think that the one who the newest chapter, right? If you guys read it, do you guys think that guy who came is actually the boss, or do you think it's another boss? Because we know there are multiple bosses. Because I don't think the one from Doan and Child's flashback is this one. Is the same one from present day. I think there are multiple bosses. I'm going to put him here, like at the top of not enough information, because he might be like the super strong top tier, but the only feat we have of this guy is that he like no diffed a hatchling, right? A candidate to be a branch head. And killed him very brutally. So he's probably definitely in high ranker tier. No doubt about that, right? But where in high ranker tier, we don't know. You could make arguments for him being in strongest of the family. Family had equals, maybe not strong. You would have to really stretch it to say strongest in the tower, right? But like, we don't know. He could just be squadron commander. Like, we have no idea. If I were to say narratively where he would scale, and if you guys think that the boss has showed up, like in the recent chapter, is that one, right? The one in the picture that I have right here. From all the reactions of like Yama, Proust, and people like that, and Robodon also, that were there, like they're like, oh, what the heck is this, right? I would probably put him in family head equals, like somewhere like the same tier as somebody like Luslek or something like that. If you guys were to have my opinion, but I want to be. This list is obviously my opinion, but at the same time, I want it to be backed up by facts and things we know. So I don't want to put the boss really high up, but that's where I would place him. Karaka, you a lot of people love to downplay you, but where Karaka is, he is obviously a high ranker. But let me tell you where in high ranker. He should be. I don't think I. Because he's definitely above squadron commander level. Not only have we been told this, we have been shown this when he beat Ha Xianhe in a straight up fight by sending her away into his world of darkness, right? So yeah, he definitely goes above the Vision Commander, but I think he goes above base Paul, and I would probably say above Marco Asensio. Marco Asensio is also weird. Because just the implication that he's like a type of branch leader in the Kun family, that's why he's in this tier. So I don't think they could do enough damage to Karaka with his armor to beat him before he probably beats them. You know what I mean? Doom, he could probably do that. I think there's a big enough gap between base Paul and base Doom that's understandable. Like Paul had to transform 2 times, whereas Doom had to only transform once, and they were still equal. Doom, and I still rank Doom a little higher. So like, you know, There's definitely a difference between base Paul and base Doom. Wang Nan. Oh, Wang Nan, as the beginning of the story, he is definitely he's not in the non-regular tier. He's in the weak E rank tier. All he has to do is name his Shinsu bombs and like a regenerative factor because of his blood. He should just be below. Yeah, he should just be below everyone else right now, currently. That doesn't mean he doesn't have heart. He has a great amount of heart, but he definitely is. I don't think his Shinsu bombs are beating their barriers, right? Of Ranmei or Shia. Workshop battle. He's definitely stronger than he is at the beginning, but he's just right next to himself because he's not that much stronger, and he still only has Shinsu bombs to work on. This is Hell Train Wang Nan, and this one's interesting because he kind of like. It's kind of like if you guys watch Towers and Gods, the D&D series, it's kind of like a Cal Silvers, and this is Cal Silver. It's kind of like a Cal Silvers and these guys situation, Dusk and Dawn situation, where it's like he specifically like he counters somebody that's stronger than him, because Kasano is definitely stronger than Wang Nan. Like that's just even in base you can't say that Wang Nan is stronger than Kasano, right? But he has the antimatter bombs that he can control, that were specifically made to counter Kasano or any ignition weapon, living ignition weapon, right? So like I mean, now he can control his bombs. We don't know if he can control like a regular Shinsu bomb, but I would assume he could probably. So I would probably put him in E rank now with this, but where in E rank, it's a little harder to contest. Let me just see. Could I think he beat Arc Raptor from the beginning? I think he goes here. Because I think Stexa with her Sugar Plum Crown that she can use to fly could beat him just by staying away from him. Although he could direct his bombs. I don't know. I think his. It's kind of like if you place his Shinsu bombs. Do you think his Shinsu bombs do more damage than somebody like Iwa's Flames? I don't think so. So like, there you go. I think he goes there. I don't think he goes any higher. In my tier list that I'm looking at right now, I place him definitely higher than. Like I probably put him at the top, but I don't remember why I did that. And I think that's I don't believe that anymore. So looking at it again, I think he just goes there. So high ranker tier. He for who rage. I don't. Message rejected. I saw your message. So which for who? For Wang Nan? Wang Nan is a lot of things. His charisma is definitely high ranker tier. But never mind. No worry about it, man. You can say anything. Let's don't worry about it. It's all cool. Let's keep going. And you got you definitely got me with that. Because I didn't know who you were talking about. If you want to verify in chat who you were saying, if it was Wang Nan, then you can. And Dorsey from the floor test is just above Laura. She is definitely the strongest in the floor test. Like, that's not Yuri, right? From the floor test. She was fighting Quan where no one else was kind of doing that. Without Shinsu, obviously. She was doing all that kind of stuff. Very impressive stuff. She beat the bull, which Shibizu said that all together, combined together, all the regulars could not have beaten the bull, and she did it pretty easily. So like, she's just above everyone else. This is workshop battle in Dorsey. I think this is. Yeah, this should be her also with the bong bong. She goes. She goes here. She just fight Varagov and beat Varagov. So, yeah. Oh, what about a knock with the Green April? Like what do you mean? Like original Anak with the Green April, or like Anak Junior with the Green April? Oh, during the first season. Okay. I still place in Dorsey. This is a knock, and this is a knock from the first season, and this is her included with the Green April, Anak Junior. I would still place her below in Dorsey. And Dorsey did say, like, when they were doing like their little fight in the test, their like fisherman test, they said, and Dorsey did say, "You're coming at me without the Green April. You sure are stupid, right?" So that implies that with the Green April, she definitely is like the gap is more clear. But I don't think the Green April by itself would be strong enough to beat Dorsey, right? It would definitely give her a fight, and it would definitely injure her way more than a knock could without the Green April. Obviously, right? But I think it's a little tricky to say that she could beat Dorsey. But they shouldn't be separated, right? They should be right next to each other. You know what I mean? Hopefully that answered your question. I didn't separate a knock without the Green April and with the Green April. So this should just be full power season 1 a knock. I know I did that. I know I put specific forms for specific characters, like obviously Bomb, right? But like, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't do that for a knock just because I was like, do I really want to get a whole nother picture for a knock with the Green April? This isn't Dorsey from the Name Hunt Station. She's very strong. Where is Elaine? She should be. I'm going to place her right below Elaine because she did lose to Elaine. But the problem is that Dorsey believed that, and also Bomb stated that with the Bong Bong, she could have gotten away from Elaine and all that stuff. The problem with that is that I don't know if Dorsey has strong enough like Shinsu Blast attacks at this point of her story to beat Elaine, because Elaine has really good defense and a lot of other stuff. She's very skilled. So I don't honestly think innovation, she could definitely evade just like Bomb did in the fight against Kaiser. She definitely could be able to do that if she was taking her seriously. But you also that would be taking Dorsey out of character. We literally saw, like heard at least, that she lost to Kaiser. So that's kind of like, they're right next to each other, but I wouldn't without higher output of Shinsu that she does right now, she probably is not beating Kaiser, in my opinion. So, you could disagree, but this one, Floor of Death, is where I definitely think she beats Kaiser. Like, because she learns the Chiffon Sword. The Chiffon Sword is a massive Shinsu Blast that was taught by Yuri. And it should put her. Do I think that with this sword now, with the Chiffon Sword, she could beat Lilio and Shilio? That's a little hard to say. There should definitely be obviously they're right next to each other. I don't remember where I put them. I think I think because we didn't see them at their full power, they didn't use any Shinwei. So if they used Shinweis and other kind of stuff, then I think that just because of that, because they can also produce like similar type of blast like the Chiffon Swords. We saw Shilio do that in the Namehood Station. So even if you want to argue that the Chiffon Sword is stronger than the blast that she did, I'm just gonna put them like that. I think that's fair. She could definitely beat Kaiser now with that Chiffon Sword. It'll be the same thing that happened with Kaiser versus Bomb, where Bomb used the Floral Butterfly Piercing technique. And Dorsey actually grows a lot, like in power, because this is her. Well, technically, this is a picture of her for Last Station in Dorsey, but Last Station in Dorsey is it's basically Last Station and Hidden Floor in Dorsey, where she learned her Shinsu attribute, and we saw her. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like this. I would place her right here, right below the rank Yuri. I don't see in Dorsey in this point of her climb like scrapping with A rank Xianhe, like Yuri used to do. But with the Bong Bong and with her Shinsu needles, she's definitely strong. She gave this white pretty strong fight, and she was like insulting him. It's like, oh, I thought you were a slayer. I thought you should be stronger than this and all that stuff. But White was able to like counter all her attacks, and she was not alone. She was with Beta, and Hua Yun was giving her instructions on how to fight White. So, and we never saw the end of that fight. So I still place White, Hell Train White above her. It's contentious, but if you guys want, if you guys also, because like I told you guys, I'm doing up to here. If you guys want me to like skip any characters, and just if you guys are interested in any of these characters that I have right here, just tell me, and I'll just like go to them and rank them like out of order. But right now I'll do it order. This is current in Dorsey. Current in Dorsey should now. Where is she now? There she is. She's not an advanced ranker. Why did I put her there? She should be here. Now it's just the question of if you guys think that Dorsey could beat Lilia and Shilio. That's contentious, but I'm gonna place her here. And Dorsey could probably beat them. If you don't, again, she's either here or here. She's definitely not going I guess if you want to say that these princesses also scale to them, that she should be here or whatever. But okay, she's either here, or here above Vargov. She's definitely above Vargov alongside all the current princesses, regular ones. What I'm going to do is, because of her Shinsu quality that she hasn't used yet in the current arcs, I'm going to put her right here. I think her Shinsu quality alongside her like probably just getting stronger by climbing should take care of their Shinways, right? Uh, you know. So in a whole full fight, I think she would win because of her Shinsu quality. And Shinsu qualities enhance you very much. It's like a really big boost. I'm gonna mention that in my rack versus HOTS video that I've announced that I'm going to do. Shinsu qualities definitely boost you a lot. Just passively. And okay, this is Workshop Anak. Workshop Anak. She's interesting to scale because you could low end her and say she's just stronger than base Ron, because they were having a pretty even fight in base to base, and then Lightning Pill beat her up pretty badly. But the thing about Anak is that she has a lot of willpower, like a lot of willpower, and she was because of that willpower, she was able to keep fighting even while pierced somewhat through her heart, and was able then to combat this version of Ron, right? Ron, I do believe that Ron would have won that fight, but I would put her like, I think with her like raged emotion stuff, and the fact that she was like going back to back with what after she like got raged, she was like breaking the arena, like stuff like Ari Boris was doing, and like these characters are doing, like breaking the whole arena and doing all that stuff. I think her at full power, like fully wanting to win with her willpower, stuff like that, she would be right below the Lightning Pill guys like Jong and Ron. I think that's fair to say, but you know. Okay, this one's really interesting to scale too. This one is Anak Jr. in the name hut station, and you might be saying she doesn't have any feats. Maybe she's just in D rank because she's a D rank. She has a feat. Well, a statement feat, but she has a feat, and that statement feat was that she when Kun and Hot were fighting, Shibisu said that it would take somebody of Anak or Endorsi's level to stop this fight, meaning that Anak could have stopped the fight and is stronger than Kun and Hots. It's like by a little bit, because they were definitely able to because she would have not only had to be like she couldn't have just been at their level, right? She would have had to be like really stronger than them, because if to stop a fight between both of them. So I think that says a lot. And again, I don't think that's just one statement, and I don't think that one statement is alone to put her in C tier, right? Where I would place like Donghei, not ignited Donghei, Hots, and Enakor Kun. I don't think that's enough to place her there, but she's definitely like, would I place her above Riguel? I think she's like, because I think that Riguel, like Full Power Angel and Anak are relative. I think she should be stronger than Kun Kusea, who beat Kun. Yeah, I'll put her right there. I think that's fair. Okay, cool. That's where I put Anak, and name hut station Anak. This is current Anak. Current Anak. Where did I place her? I think she's C rank. now, so she would definitely go in C rank, I think. Just by being a C rank regular. We don't have any feats, obviously we haven't seen her fight, but I think I would place her at this point. I would definitely place her above like Kun, like Anakor Kun and all that stuff. I would say she's just below. Like I don't think Stexa, like C rank Stexa, could beat her. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think any character here, like just from past stuff we've seen from Anak and like her growth throughout the series, it's definitely not like a growth of like somebody like Endorsi, where she went from like top 10 E rank to like beating Kaiser and all that kind of stuff. But like, but she's only a half princess, so that makes sense, I guess. So I would say she doesn't have enough stuff for me to say that she goes like past Kun with his ice powers unlocked, but definitely enough for her to be probably here, right? Especially with like her resilience. I think that's fair. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This is obviously for me, Anak and Ron are equals. So where I put Rock, I put Anak there. Just my opinion, though. Yeah. The thing about that is that Ron is the type of character, and I guess you could say that about Anak too. Ron is the type of character that is stated many times in the story to like take from his losses and then train to overcome the people he lost to, like Anak or like Kasano or stuff like that. So like, it's a little hard to say, but I definitely rank Kun and Hats above start of Hell Train. Right. So this is Name Hunt Station Anak, and this is Name Hunt Station Ron. I think Name Hunt Station Ron is above Name Hunt Station Anak. If you want to put them right next to each other, I guess that's fair. But like, this is like double lightning pill Ron and all that stuff, and maybe you can say base Ron from the Name Hunt Station is right next to Anak. I guess I would be fine with that, because he would still be below Inieto. But like, but yeah, I definitely agree that by the end of their fight, in the workshop battle, they were pretty equals. But I just think that Zhang and Ron with the lightning pill are just slightly, like, again, very slightly. They're not gonna be. There's no characters in between them. I think they're just very equals, and I think Ron, if he was fighting a little smarter, he could have won. You know, that's what I think. Personally, me. Yeah. I mean, they're right there, but the other ones are more contentious since we don't see a lot from Anak, right? So it's kind of hard to say that. If you want to just go off the statement that they're always equals, or like the opinion that they're always equals, they should just always be next to each other. But you know, I don't know. It's a little more fair for me to just put Ron above her, since we've seen more of Ron in certain points in the story. This is Malik 1 PGR. Obviously we've never seen him. This is like a warlock image, because I imagine him as like a warlock. Maybe one day. Ooh, that would be fun. You know, like, I don't know if you guys seen it, but you know how like I did AI art for Bakery Yoon? I could do some AI art for like Malik PGR. I could do that, definitely. And I'll do that. I would place him below Adori and Eurasia, but above. He's definitely the strongest of the three lords, right? He's ranked number 12 in the entire tower. Jahad, there's that statement that Jahad said that he's not a warrior to be taken lightly. and he can like, it was said that he doesn't even have a position because he can basically like, um, he is like the ultimate, like he's like one of the ultimate fighters and all that stuff, and he's definitely above the three lords. The reason is because all the three lords, like when he speaks, it's said that the other two lords, listen to him. So even if they're in the same tier, he should definitely be above the three lords. Okay. This I didn't we don't know anything like a description of him, so like I don't know how Quadrado looks like. So all I did was grab the a picture of Kranos and put the name Quadrado on it, so like people would know, since that's his weapon, right? That Yurik stole. Quadrado, I would say he's like by like lore, he would be here. His weapon's pretty damn impressive. Like that is a pretty impressive weapon. Like that's, you can use ultimate ignition on any floor once at least. Would I put him above the other two lords? Maybe. Yeah, I'll do that. But like, just to kind of like put a barrier between Malik 1 PGR and the other lords, because I definitely don't think they should be right next to each other. But like that's just where I think he should go with his, especially with his weapon ignited. Obviously below Yurik, because Yurik kind of like stole his weapon easily, obviously, right? But like a lot of other people are below Yurik on this list. Oh, these are the royal guards that we saw fight Yuri. It's interesting because where you would place them is you would place them because of a statement that Yuri made about Pedro. Pedro, when he lost the purple Dementor and was dodging Yuri, her strikes, she said, "Ooh, you're good enough to be in the royal guards." And we know the royal guards also know a version of REA swordsmanship. Obviously, they're not REAs, so they can't like so they can't do it like perfectly. We also know that Adori knows REA swordsmanship, so that's interesting to note. But wherever you would place Pedro is where you would place the rest, like one individual member of the army, which kind of makes sense because Yuri was using her like detonation punches against them, which she did the same thing to Pedro. So where do I place Pedro? I think I placed Pedro. Did I place Pedro here? I don't remember where I placed Pedro. I think I placed Pedro where I placed Pedro was with the purple Dementor, which would make him higher than yeah. I'm gonna put them there. So this is like where Pedro without the purple Dementor would be, but with the purple Dementor he would be somewhere here. I'm gonna get into him later because I'm gonna talk about Fug. This is Longinus. I think that's his name. Is that how you say his name? I don't remember. If you guys know. Longinus, this is in Joe's Tower and Gods, this is the squadron commander of the 1st division. You could make a statement that's like, that makes him better than Yasracha or Calavan, but I don't want to do that since he's featless. We don't know anything about him. We know that he has a similar ability to Brack, that he's like a dreamer. Do you do you think the Tower God power scaling is bad or just confusing because of the power system? Let me place him and then I'll answer your question, because that's a very interesting question. I'm gonna place him right here above Regulus, because I think that's kind of been like, I think Regulus has and Longinus have this thing with Scopio that are like both commanders of him, So I think they should be relative, but that's just where I rank them. Do I think? Okay, I think the power scaling isn't horrible. Like I've seen series way worse power scaling. Like Seven Deadly Sins power scaling. God, it's awful. Like the it's just so confusing, and like not confusing because they don't explain anything, and neither in Tower God. But the thing is that you can in Tower God is a story that has a lot of lore outside of the main story. So it's like so being said by SIU. So it's like so readers have to power scale through implications and not showings. Like right, like and then when you get a showing, you have to take it a lot more seriously than implications, right? But it's also weird because then like you still have to rank people above people just through implications that have actual showings. Like Trauma has actual showings. Technically Edwan doesn't have any showings in the story at all, but just from implications of where he ranks and his ranking among the tower, and like his statement that his spear can pierce half the tower, right, even if it was a joke, that would place him higher than Traumarai. It's very confusing. It is confusing, and you have to it's like when people disagree with me, I never get like angry at them or anything, because it's like it's all nothing is set in stone. Even SIU, like when he's ever asked anything about power scaling, it's kind of like he kind of does put characters into tiers of power. Like if you ask SIU, would a squadron commander of Jahad's army ever lose to a division commander, he would say no, it's impossible for a division commander to beat somebody like a squadron commander. But when you get in the same tier of people, like a Jin Sung Ha versus a Calavan or something, SIU is always like, this guy is definitely shown to be stronger, but it's kind of like a style thing, and you know, like he gets vague about it. So you're gonna have to just do your own implications for a lot of things that happen. I hope that answered your question. The thing that's why I put it into a lot of these types of tiers with these names, because there's definitely like an unspoken tier list in the Tower God universe, that like, because like a squadron commander will always be stronger than a division commander, even though they're both high rankers. So that's just kind of like what you have to do. Yeah. But the power system itself, I've said this many times, the world building in Tower God is amazing. It's like the top. For me, I love series like One Piece, and I like a lot of other series like that have great world building. I love the world building in Tower God and the lore aspect of Tower God, of all the things you haven't seen yet. But in terms of power system, I love it as well. Like, as you guys know, I love lighthouses. I'm the lighthouse boy. But it's just and I find it so fascinating, and all the Shinsu stuff and all the contracts and spells. The power system itself is fascinating. The problem is that it gets tricky when you're trying to scale characters in that power system. You know what I mean? It's like, just because somebody has more diverse powers doesn't mean they're above somebody. Just because something happens, just because these have all these unique powers, that doesn't mean they're above somebody. It's always weird. But you know, hopefully that answered your question. I love the power system. I just don't think that it helps with power scaling, you know. But you know, so that's just what I think. This is Calavan. um, ranker Caliban, which he's a ranker. But like I've said in the Caliban versus Jasracha video, young Caliban should be advanced ranker level because his whole thing with his family is that they're all rankers, but they have to kill each other, and then the strongest one is the one who protects the essence of bravery. Right? So that would kind of imply that he has killed a ranker like his father, that is stronger than other rankers. You keep going up a ladder, and then you get to people that are not high rankers, because Jinsung made the distinction very clear when he got the essence of bravery, that now he was a high ranker. But without that, without the thing, he wasn't a high ranker. So at least at the bare minimum, he should be advanced ranker. I would put him below Mate because Mate can use his stone powers, concrete powers. But I would probably put him here. I think he could beat Brook, even if barely, right? There you go. This is what I was just saying. This is Caliban as soon as he got the essence of bravery and went on his 1,000-year quest or whatever. He's a high ranker now. He's definitely a high ranker. Go back down there. He's definitely a high ranker now. Jinsung just stated he was. He was able to give Jinsung chills around his entire body. So he's definitely strong for a high ranker. And we know that he fought all the division, all the people that he recruited at some point, at least some of them, because we know he fought Alpathion. And he probably beat Alpathion. So I'm going to put him at the top of division commander tier. So because Alpathion, after he got beaten by Caliban, he became servitude to Caliban. Right? So that's where I place him. That's the only reason I placed him right there, because of that one little panel of him fighting Alpathion. And it's kind of implied that he beat Alpathion. So there you go. This is last station Caliban, but base Caliban. Let me go. He is definitely strong. He's obviously in squadron commander tier. There we go. Sorry, it's lagging out a bit for me. He should be right here, right below Jinsung Ha. Jinsung Ha and him were pretty equal in their fight, but the problem was that Jinsung was way more skilled than Caliban, which makes sense, you know. There you go. Yeah, that's where he would go. Now, this is Caliban is another character that has a lot of different forms and a lot of weird things. This is Caliban. I put it here, but it's the letters are small because of all the little boxes. This is Caliban when he fought semi-complete white, with his arm tied behind his back. So one arm Caliban without Shinsu boost, because he was definitely fighting. Should be above. So this is to be more specific, this is the Caliban that fought white before he turned on the essence of bravery and beat white in a single punch. He should definitely be in this tier. But I don't actually think he should go above white, because he had to turn on the essence of bravery and start using Shinsu boost. And it's kind of I would say that he goes somewhere like, yeah, honestly, I think he goes like somewhere like around Doom level. Like we can finally separate Prime Doom and this Doom. But like, right, so but I honestly think that like he wouldn't beat somebody like a branch head of the Lopobia, because Ju could probably just drown him in a lot of Shinsu, and then he would have to like start using his Shinsu boost and all that stuff. The same thing with all these characters. They could probably do something to immobilize him long enough to beat him, even if he's a lot durable than them. Right. So I think it would just be a war of attrition. But without one arm and without a Shinsu boost, he probably isn't beating somebody like that. He can probably do a lot. He can still use explosion Shinsu. Like he can still use like the bomber stuff. So he's not like this is not him without using Shinsu, just like without using Shinsu reinforcement. You get what I mean? So like there you go. This is Essence of Bravery, but with one arm. So like the one that fought Karaka and Bomb at the Nest. He's using Essence of Bravery, but he's only using one arm, and we obviously know that he's not stronger than somebody like White, because White was beating him when he had one arm tied behind his back. Let me see. He should still go in Squadron Commander tier, right? I think he should. I don't think he can beat Liborg. I don't think he could beat Liborg with one arm tied behind his back. I think everyone above him could beat him. But yeah, I honestly just don't think that he could beat Liborg without both of his arms. So I think he can still beat Jinsung. It'd obviously be tougher than if he had both of his arms, but like it's still him using the Essence of Bravery, so I still think he can do it. This is Essence of Bravery, Caliban. Just full out without. This is the one who fought Jinsung and the one who fought White. So it's pretty easy to scale him because he fights people. I do rank him above Yasuracha, just barely. I'm gonna put him right there because I honestly do think that White is very contentious, but I think White with his like this sword that he pulled out against Bomb and using his full power could definitely beat Caliban, but this White wouldn't be able to, even with Kolinon or the sword that he pulled out. I think he would have just brought out more and more power and he would have just won. It's contentious though. These two are definitely like super high diff fights. Got it. So yeah. This is power amped Caliban after he got amped by Liboric's electricity Shinsu, which in my Yasuracha versus Caliban video I did not take this version into account because I said in that video that we don't know if this is like a permanent power up. We're gonna have to see until we see Caliban again. We don't know if this is like permanent or it's just like for a little bit because he's being amped. I would say that it's not permanent, but like we don't know. He definitely, because with this power up, he definitely just goes up a tier because he was just destroying Liborg at this point. Like nothing Liborg could do anything, and the second that he got punched literally through the ship, Liborg was like, wait, this is an order by Jahad. You're gonna betray Jahad, right? So Yeah. I don't think he has, although he does go in this tier, I don't think he has an impressive feat as Yama when he powered up and took out the Kraken. Right? So between him and Yama, it'd be a hell of a fight. But like I mean just these two images go crazy. But I honestly think Yama could barely win that fight. Although it's contentious because Caliban is definitely way more skilled than someone like Yama. So I don't know. There you go. Scopio. We're getting into another Tower and God character. Scopio in base. This is base because we know he was gonna transform versus Nissan after he got like speared through the chest, right? But we didn't see that full transformation of him. So I can't rank that. So yeah. But like Scorpio, I would put him in ranker tier. And I would put him below this Nissan. This is normal Nissan and this is perception, like his eyes change, like perception powers Nissan and all that stuff. Who was the one who stabbed him in the chest and all that stuff, and then he was going to transform. So I think they're equals, like they're going back and forth and all that stuff, and they fight for a while, but then he just spears him through the chest. So there you go. That's where I rank him. This Scopio though, I'm just scaling him based on his rank and where he should be, because his rank is Vice Squadron Commander, the same rank that Alpathion and McCage have. So he should definitely be a high ranker, and he should definitely be here, right above. I'm gonna be ranking the Vice Division Commander, the Vice Squadron Commanders above the Division Commanders, right? So he should be here. I will be we'll be getting into him soon. Right now. I was gonna say soon. Alpathion is a very skilled light bearer. But I would put Scopio above him because Scopio is a fisherman, and we've never and he's a light bearer. Although it'd be tricky for Scopio to get through his defenses, we haven't been shown anything like super offensive from Alpathion to put him like that, you know. I'm just taking their ranks and their positions into account. So there you go. That's where I place them. McCage, we even know less about this guy, but he's also a light bearer. And I think he was able to scare he scared Hasacha when he came or something. So there we go. I just played him right there. Yeah. Evans, I think I talked about Evan in one of my last videos. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one. It was whenever I ranked Albelda. Evan, when he saw Albelda, crapped his pants and was like, why is she so strong? And Albelda being literally millions of souls, you would see why he would think that she's so damn strong, right? So he's definitely going below Albelda, which is right here. But where I put him above Holland, I remember now. I think I remember talking about it. I did place him above Holland. I think that Evan, with all his little gadgets and tricks, could definitely beat Holland in a fight. That would be an interesting versus battle. him versus Holland. But I think he could. I think Holland would not be able to beat Evan if Evan was going full out with all his items that he has, like the Frog Fisher, all this other crazy stuff. I don't think he could beat Evan. But he's definitely going below Albelda because this guy just really crapped his pants in front of Albelda. The presence of her. This dude who doesn't have a name. I really wanted to get a name for him. I thought that it was a very interesting plot point of him and the whole workshop creations division commander stuff. I thought it was a very interesting plot point, but it didn't go. Not that it didn't go anywhere, because you got Arya and all that stuff, but like, and that was like the main driving force of that plot line. But like, this guy was supposed to be like the one who like hold them all together, like and they're like semi-immortality stuff. But like, it didn't really go anywhere, and we did see his powers. He can use the powers of all the other ones, like Yoraros, so he's definitely going above. But like, I'd place him below Holland. I think Holland has shown, because he has shown more stuff, he would definitely, I think he could go below Holland. Yeah. Not much to say about him though. Now we get somebody. Let me scale him. The mouth one. I'll just scale. I'm literally gonna scale them all next to each other, because they all have like the same statement that they're supposed to be stronger than the past 4th squadron commanders, 4th division squadron commanders. So I'm gonna just, there you go, place them right there. Because yes, out of all the group, out of him and Arya, he has the least amount of feats. He gets killed off screen. Admittedly by Karaka and Doan, so it's not really an anti-feat, but at the same time, we don't have any feats from him. I was hoping that the unnamed division commander, the white hair, black skinned one, he would have used his power, because we know that he can use powers after reabsorbing them. I was hoping that he was going to use his power and we get to see what that was, that we didn't get to see. I thought that would have been a cool opportunity for SAU to show it, but he didn't. So I think Arya is below him, but Arya is definitely very strong, with her broken watch ability. Just a cool character overall, and I didn't like when she came back. I thought it would have been better that she just died against White, but especially since she didn't do anything afterwards, like being like part of Bomb's team, she didn't do anything. She barely even had any line speaking roles. So I don't really like that she didn't die, but what can you do? I'm not writing the story. But I would have definitely, if I was writing the story, I would definitely had her die against White and not be revived. Dorian Frog. Dorian Frog is going in Division Commander as well, because he is a high ranker and a Division Commander. Where do I place him? Like, I guess I would place him above Fusil, because he at least has feats of stopping the Hell Train, and Fusil doesn't really have any feats, right? So like, there you go. I would place him below Luck though, just again because Luck is from the 10 great families, and he has electricity Shinsu and all that stuff, and great commando hit, so there you go. This is whoa, Lustlek. Cool your jets, buddy. We'll get to you. This is I forgot his name. Damien's father. It's okay. It's Damien Frog, Dorian Frog, and what frog? God. Dorian Frog. Dominic Frog. Darn it, Frog. No, maybe it's Doric. Something like that, right? It's another frog. It's I think it is Dominic Frog. He should be. I'm gonna place him right there. Yeah, right here, where the other squadron, not squadron, Jesus, where the other royal guards are, because he's kind of like assassin royal guard for the, well, he does work for the Yon family, but he's in Jahad's army. You literally see the symbol of Jahad right there. So I put him there. This dude, I forgot your name. I could put you in featless, but the thing is that he's a ranker. But the problem with him being a ranker is that he's a high ranker. The problem with him being a high ranker has kind of been implied by Evankel, that like he's a high ranker due to his like family stuff. So like his background. I think that's where I put her. So I won't be putting him in ranker tier, but I'll be putting him in advanced ranker tier. I don't know. I will put him, I don't really care. So you know what? We hand one out to Bonehead. We put Noobles ahead of this guy. There you go. We don't have anything from him, so I can't really. I'll just put him in advanced ranker tier, because I very highly doubt that they would make somebody a high ranker. That's just ranker tier, a high ranker, just because of their family history. That doesn't really make sense, since we've seen a lot of ranker people that are from the families, but they're still rankers, right? They're not like from the Tangrate families. They're not just immediately put into high ranker because they're from the Tangrate families. So he must have some skill. So at least advanced ranker, right? But just because he doesn't have any feats, I don't want to put him into high ranker tier. Nanotona is like the weakest division commander we have ever seen. She is definitely in ranker tier, just straight up ranker tier. We don't have any feats for base Nanotona, but like her rank, I'm going to put her. I'm just gonna put her right here below, like season 1 Towering Godsbrook. There you go. Oh god. And beastification Nanotona. Probably gonna move a little faster, since my time is limited, and I do need to do something like after this stream. I always do streams right when I have to do something. And it's a little annoying, but that's just how I am. I just get the idea of doing something, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just do it. That's how I started this whole channel. I was like, you know what, let me just do it. I need to work on my editing skills, so let me make a channel. So Where would I place her though? I'll put her here below. What was that? Sorry, you guys definitely didn't hear that, but I just heard something that I was like, "What was that?" It sounded like a banshee dying. But I would put it right here above these guys, the K9 Paul's group, but below like this Didiano, who's like an advanced ranker, but he has like a whole big Shinwei with like a monkey thing. There we go. Yeah. This is a division commander. Forget your name though. He does have an impressive feat of blocking Evankel's like flames when her first appearance, like because he has like a brother and a sister that are rankers, and they like confronted Evankel, and Evankel threw like some fire at them, and from a distance, he was able to like block it. He also like struck Cha in the back and it hurt him. Or was it Cha or was it? Yeah, it was Cha. It was Cha. I was thinking about another scene where he got his fingers chopped off by White, but I guess there, because he does have that feat of the Evankel thing, and no one else has something like that. So there you go. These guys. These are the sisters and the brother and sister that I was talking about before. Again, I'm not gonna talk too much about it. They're just rankers. Because they're in the army. Let me put them right there below Nanatona. Whoa. So what I'm gonna do to just make this go quicker and just to eliminate a lot of time. I'm just gonna grab every single other ranker from the army that we saw in the last station and that arc and all that stuff, and I'm just going to place them right there, like below Nanatona. Not in a specific order, because like literally, like you all here in like whoever's here in chat and you're listening to me right now, who cares? Like no one cares, and I'm not gonna waste your time and my time trying to rank them specifically. There we go. So she goes there. This guy had like the spear guy who had like 1,000 spear thing that Evankel broke in one hit. Ranker. Oh, not advanced ranker. There. This girl, she's a scout who helped stop the help train alongside 2 other rankers. She does have that feat, so she goes there. This guy who kind of reminded me of like I don't know why, but he had like a thing. He had like a cool looking weapon. He got killed by Kraka. He had like a cool looking weapon that was like a pole and then like a string, like a orange string. He should just he'd be here. There you go. This guy. Another ranker that was, I think, killed by Croc as well. While I do like the last station a lot, God, they introduced so many characters like that. I still remember that page, like where they introduced all of these characters from the army, and I remember looking at them and I was just like, they're not going to do anything. So I was just like, I saw you just introduce so many characters to be like, yo, they're here. Well, they're not gonna do crap. So like, there you go. But this guy, when I get up there, I'm gonna tell you guys some stuff. As you can see in the picture, they're both ranked the same in the army. But this guy literally came in front of the hell train and like body slammed the hell train to try to stop it. And they both have the same ranks, so like there you go. Just put them right next to each other. It doesn't matter who's above who. Arthur, Stuart Arthur. We're getting into like I think we're about to finish Jahad's army. That's fun. Stuart Arthur is, I would say he's a ranker, just like a normal ranker, but he was able to fight Han Sung-yu for a little bit. Obviously, Han Sung-yu won and stole his lighthouses, but Han Sung-yu even said that Stuart Arthur's defenses are strong, and to be praised by Han Sung-yu, who's definitely a high division commander level person, should be noteworthy. So I'll just put him right there because I think everyone above him could break his lighthouses if they tried hard enough. But I don't think the people below him could. Vice Alter Director. The Vice Alter Director doesn't have many feats. We have seen his Shinsu stuff, like the jungle monster stuff, and he has like an inventory named Whaley, which is a big inventory. Bomb destroyed it in one shot with the Black March activated, which surprised him. I'll put him right there, I guess. Ooh, Charlie. That's somebody who we all actually care about somewhat. Let me put Death Lady back there. Charlie is a fun character. Charlie's a fun character, and he said that he's an elite, right? And that after the B rank test, he never failed like a test and any of the floors and everything. So he considers himself an elite. But his abilities are tailored to fight regulars, and not really rankers. So like, how high can you really put him? He's definitely below the Vice Alter Director. Just by the way, like their relationship is, he takes order from the Vice Alter Director, so he has to be below. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We only have we get started to talk about Fug, which is fun. Yeah. Well, Fug and mostly Bomb, right? Bomb holds 90% of the people in the Fug list altogether. But the Bomb scaling should be really fun. This is H1, but I didn't, since there's not a difference between how H1 looked between the floor test and workshop, but we do know she gets stronger because she's trained. She said that to Oreo, the little robot dude from the workshop battle. She should be right there. I would put him above because she's very impressive. She fought I think I have them in the workshop list. This guy, she fought 3 of these people, which are, she's H1, so she's the first model. These are H2. It was H2, H3, and H4. This is H4, I think. The only one we got art for. And she fought all 3 of them, and they're supposed to be stronger than the original H1 model. So the H1 model was a ranker. Obviously, she was there. She was here, probably below Nissan and Scorpio, during the floor test. So they would be above. They would probably be around here in strength, and there were 3 of them, and then she killed them all. So she's definitely an advanced ranker because she was able to kill 3 ranker level opponents, and stuff like that. So I would put her above Brooke because of that feat. And yeah, there you go. Charity. Charity from what we know is the weakest of the rankers in the floor test, kind of like a quant situation. She's a light bearer. She's the light bearer teacher, and the reason I say she's the weakest is because when everyone, all the other rankers, killed their opponents, that like infiltrated the floor test, she also beat her opponent, but she was more bloodied than anyone else. So that kind of like says that she's the weakest. I would put her here below Charlie. Because Charlie, I think that's just where she would go. She should definitely be around a quant level stuff, and I do rank Charlie above quant. Love. Let's get some love hype in chat because I love we love Love over here. Love is a great character. I can't wait to see him animated, and I really want to see his fight versus Bomb. One of my favorite fights in the series. Not like top 10, but like definitely up there. Probably like top 20 fights in the whole series. Really cool. I would probably say, because we know that him and Quant are like the staple boys of like what a weak regular are. I mean, a weak ranker is. So like, but SIU seems to have more of a vigor of talking bad about Quant. I think it was in the, because I'd never really read the blog post, but I think it was the AOA show. They did a lot of blog posts like reactions, and I remember when there was a moment in one of the blog posts that SIU said early on Quan gave rankers a bad name or something, and then he says he likes to punish Quant for doing that, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy, bro. So yeah, there you go. Do I think he beats Charity? Maybe, but like, the thing is that Charity is a light bearer. Light bearers are like very hacked out, so like, who knows? I'll just put her below, but like, they're definitely like relative. This guy Noma, I can't believe that I remembered Noma's name, and earlier in this video I completely forgot Novik's name. That's crazy to me. Noma, I would he's obviously a ranker. He's a test administrator. I'm gonna place him right below love. There you go. I think Noma. In my opinion, he just seems like a weak ranker. So, and he doesn't have any feats to say otherwise about that, right? Ooh, this is these two. We only have 3 more left, and then we get into Fug. I forgot her name. She's the fisherman instructor. I think Hacks or something. It's either Hex or Hacks. She's the fisherman teacher. So she should be strong. Because she's a fisherman. Maybe like above Brook. There you go. Above Brook, below R and his twin. This is the spear bearer. Like I think his name was like Yang Bok or something. Like I don't remember. Dr. Bonehead would know this information, but I don't. Off the top of my head, I think the only reason I even remember is because of Tower God New World. That he's like one of the strongest characters I have in that game. I haven't played that game in a minute, but because I've been busy. But I used to play that game. That game had me in a struggle, man. Like in a stronghold for a while. And I remember he was one of my strongest. Yeah. I'll just put him next to Hex and next to Brook. There you go. Levy. We're finally getting to ever curious Levy, as the fandom loves to keep calling him every single time we get mentioned. I shall just put him. It's very easy to rank him. Just put him right there, right next to. We've seen more spells from him than somebody like Yul, but Yul like was talking down about Levy, so like there you go. It's great. I really wanted Levy to be like more cool, because he kind of got introduced like to be really cool, and then he kind of just became like the spell explanation dude, or like not even the explanation dude, because we learned about spells in the Floor of Death, but like he's the character that we've seen use the most spells before somebody like Lustlight came in. And his spells are, I mean, they're useful, like the hair spell and the death spell and all that stuff, like the blizzard spell that steals your soul. So those are impressive, but like he got destroyed by Rack, which Rack would be here like next to Kun, but like still, you would from his introduction you would expect him to be like a Kaiser or something like that, which I know wouldn't mean anything for Bomb even anyway, at that current point in the story, even base Bomb. But you know, you would expect him to be probably somewhere there. But the reality is that both him and Yul are both here, so kind of. Okay, now we finally stopped. I'm sorry, I looked at that picture and I didn't know who it was for a second, but this is V. We're finally getting into Fug. Even though V and R and Link Grace were not in Fug, they're like the grand poppies of Fug. Let me just put that one back where it was. There you go. I'm gonna rank him the same place I ranked him in my in the video I did about all the irregulars. That video, let me actually check, but that video last time I checked was close to Oh my goodness, whoa. Now my mind is blown. You just saw my mind being blown. I know it wasn't that much because I'm sleep deprived, but I I thank you all. I thank you all because that video now has 3K views. That's amazing. Like, that's amazing to me. I never thought I would. People would like to see that my content that much, and that's like miles beyond my most popular video on the channel. I thank you all so much for that. And yeah, I place them here right below the big three with the family leaders, by the way. But last time I checked it was at like 2.9K, but now it has 3K. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much for everything. Right, that's so cool. Arlen Grace is I used to rank her lower. Obviously still in the same tier, but like I used to rank her like probably one of the weakest. But this was before we saw Lustlek and what spells at that maximum could do. I agreed with the Bonehead's opinion that that we didn't know what spells could do, and they could be range from really weak to really powerful. So I think he ranked her like the lowest, like below everyone else. But like now that we know like what spells could do at their strongest, I rank her right here. Because she's the strongest spell user, so she should be better at using spells than somebody like Lustlek. Speaking of Lustlek, he is here. There's gonna be some characters, by the way, because I'm gonna get into this one. That are technically characters that have not shown up in the story yet. The problem is that I made this tier list not only for me but for my other friends that do read ahead, and they told me who these characters are. I will not be disclosing information about any of these new characters that you're seeing, and I'll just be placing them into the we do not know, not enough information tier, right? So since I made them I made this tier list for my friends that did know. They sent me the pictures and told me who these characters were and told me where to place them. But I will not be doing that for y'all. So because I don't want to spoil you guys, right? I just straight up lost. No, there is. Lustlek is going pretty high up. He's definitely in family head equals. Him versus PGR is weird. We saw his fight versus Yorick, and Yorick did not go all out, and he does think there's ways that he could beat Yorick, but even he has like contention about that. But the statement of Malik PGR that Jahad just said that he's not somebody to take lightly, just I feel like just kind of puts him above Lustlek. But it's contentious. It's definitely contentious. They're like they're definitely one of the strongest people, Towerborns, in the whole tower. So yeah. Kalhalam, somebody not only talked about in Haku's video, I commented on it when one of his live reactions, but also with somebody else in my FUG ranking video, that they said that the elders, they rank the elders higher than the slayers, which I don't disagree that that's like a bad take. But in my opinion, what I do with the elders is that I rank them off of not only like status. So like if we if we met another elder, because of their status as an elder and what we've seen from other elders, I would place them right next to each other unless we see like that they're clearly way weaker, right? So what I do is base them off of political stuff and feats. So that being said, in political, he's an elder, right? So he should be here at the top. By lore and by statements, he's like a rival to Dumas, and Dumas called him a nemesis and all that kind of stuff. So you could say he's here, and there's people that think he's stronger than the elders are stronger than current Yama. From feats, I don't think so. Again, if they show more feats and if they show more stuff that they can do, then sure, yes, I'll be happy enough to place them. My contention with elders being stronger than slayers, like as a concept, is that the whole purpose of a slayer is that they're supposed to be eventually, right? Because Croc is a slayer and he's obviously not like stronger than elders. Like they all have the potential to be the main fighting force of Fug. They're the blades of Fug, the gods of Fug. If the presidents of Fug were like, they're the leaders of Fug. The elders are the leaders of Fug. If they needed, why wouldn't they just do it themselves, right? And I think it's more of like that. So I don't rank them above the like slayers that have reached their potential, like somebody like White, somebody like Yama, somebody like the next ones on this list that I'll be getting into right now. Well, let me do Garnak right now too, because I'm already talking about elders. Garnak, myself personally, I would say Garnak's a little would go above Kalhalam just from him being closer to Lustlek, and kind of ordering Kalhalam around to leave the battlefield and all that stuff, that he'll take care of it. I do kind of rank him a little higher, but it's so this is where I would place him. But from feats, he's definitely the weakest elder we have seen so far, because we have seen more feats of Sophia Tan. So he could be here, he could be there. Again, they're all together for right now. Again, we've only seen weakened Kalhalam. We haven't seen Garnet go all out. Again, somebody like super strong. We just know that he's weaker than Yurik. Big surprise, everyone is. Sophia Tan has really impressive feats, but again, we don't know. We haven't seen her actually in a fight, but she has impressive feats, impressive statements, and impressive implications. So, but again, we don't know. There we go. Now I'm talking about the people that I wanted to talk about. Slayer, these are, again, super contentious. We don't even know if some of these people, well, we know one of them is, but we don't know if this guy, who is a Slayer Immort, is still a Slayer. It's still even a character in the series. We know that he is in the blog post, but the thing is that I normally take blog posts to be like extended canon, like they're canon until like they're retconned, right, by SIU himself. So until they're actually retconned, I still believe them as canon. Right, until there's evidence to say that they're not canon anymore. But so what I'm trying to say is that, but the thing is that Slayer Immort was very specifically tied to Yama's old backstory, and Yama's old backstory has been retconned, so we don't even know if he's still a thing, right? But since he has been mentioned in the blog post, I did add him, and I hope he is still a thing because yeah. This one we do know. Slayer Seto, he has been talked about in the story himself. He is Madarako's god. These are completely theory placements, by the way. You know, we don't know anything about these characters, but again, like I said in my ranking all Fug video, I said that I placed them at the same level as somebody like White, because I think if SIU introduces the Slayers, the other Slayers like Seto, into the story, and they're not stronger, and they're not either stronger or at least equal to White, it's going to be a bit disappointing. You know? There you go. It doesn't matter who's above who. If he does that, it's gonna be a bit disappointing in my opinion. That's the case. So I don't think he would do that. So yeah. I think we're gonna do bomb, and then we're gonna stop the stream. I think that's fair to do. I think bomb I think bomb's a more cathartic place to stop the stream than Quant. Where's Quant even? Can't even find it. There he is. Then Quant. I think it would be better just to do Jahad's army and then Fug and then you guys. Then later on I'll do Wolhaiksong next stream, Aesir, and then the rest. There you go. I think that's fine. I do again, like I said before, I do got things to do. I wish tier list maker could have like an updated thing to be like, oh, you can click multiple images and then drag the multiple images together. That would be really handy instead of going back and forth. But Cha is here. He's below this the snake branch leader because his Genesis punch didn't do that and like almost anything to it. And Doan's the same exact thing. Doan is the exact same thing, and she's just gonna go right next to Cha. Somebody commented on my video of Cha versus the branch leaders and said that Cha and Doan are like unnecessary characters, and while I do agree that they have not been utilized the best, I still believe in the idea that an irrelevant character is a character that is forgotten, and a character that you know for a fact has no purpose. And I don't think that is Cha and Doan. They're less relevant than they should be. I agree on that, but I don't think they're still around in the story. So I think there's definitely a chance for SIU to do more. You could say that their time to do more doesn't really matter because they should have done more earlier. But again, so many characters to balance out, and it's really hard for us. I've done some stories, and it's really hard for a story writer to balance people out. Yeah, I don't remember where. Death Lady. Well, let me bring Death Lady back with the rest of Baraka's peeps. let me. Oh God. Sitting down forever is like it's really really exhausting sometimes. I think it's my posture more than anything else. I forgot his name, but he's from the Hidden Grove. He fought even as an old man. We don't know why he's an old man. Like that old. I mean, I guess people. It's weird because some people like Robodon and it's the ranker stuff is weird. Like they're like aging or something. Because we know that rankers still age, but like it's just super slow down to the point that it might as well be like slowed down forever. But we have seen examples of super old rankers aging, like this guy, and like Robodon and stuff like that. People from like Genesis or before Genesis, like stuff like that. But he looks old, like super old, and we know he's not like this guy who refused to be a ranker. He is a ranker. We know that for sure. So it's like, damn. And even as an old man, he just he killed a ranker like really easily, like in like 3 panels, right? So just because he's from the hidden grove, I rank him pretty high. I'm gonna put him there. I think that's fair. I think he doesn't have as impressive feats as beating 3 rankers like H1 or like doing the same kind of stuff to Kyrie that Brooke did. But like I don't think the people below him like would be able to beat him and his spear, because his spear is like weird and it bends and stuff like that. Yeah. So let me put him right there with his friend. Evan Kell, compressed Evan Kell. Still pretty damn strong. She should definitely be in Squadron Commander tier. These tiers are finally getting more filled up. I'm gonna put it right there. This is full power Machini, by the way. This is not like base Machini. This is Machini, hypothetical Machini at full power with like the Yellow May and with the Lightning Pill. There you go. I put it right there. Yeah. And then this is full power Evan Kell, like decompressed and everything. A little harder to scale since we don't have that many feats from her that are like her when she's not exhausted from like using a lot of power, blocking Lafav's bullet, doing a lot of stuff. In the first Nest battle, which was decompressed. But she should obviously be above her compressed self. I think there's fine. I think she could physically overpower somebody like Perdity, and with the right wide range fire, she could definitely beat him, right? Somebody like Yama at this point, it's a little weird. Like Traumarai fight, not half formed Yama, like full transform Yama, a little more contentious to me. If she could beat yeah, a Dragon Tiger Gate, if she gets hit by it, should just kill her, because she doesn't have like the whole Essence of Bravery stuff. So yeah. Ooh, we're finally getting into Hansung Yu. Regular Hansung Yu is pretty damn strong for a regular. Like I've said many times in my other live streams of why some of my OCs are ranked B rank is because they scale to Hansung Yu. Yeah, he goes right there. You guys saw in my current video that Hashikumo, that's his name, was in a team with Hansung Yu during the Hell Train, and they split up for some reason afterwards, after the Hell Train, right? Then Zeke fought Hashikumo and Hansung Yu in the Hell Train alongside Arya Jaina, which I might make a side story about how Zeke and Hansung Yu first met, which is an interesting story, but I'll save that for another day, for a later date, since I have other projects I have to be working on, not only my YouTube channel but in like life, right? But yeah, that's why they're there. And the reason why Hansung is even here is because Bomb, when he first entered, Base Bomb, when he first entered the hidden floor, met Hansung Yu, and Hansung Yu was like, he had this whole interaction with Data Veal, which Data Veal is exactly this as strong as Base Bomb is when he entered the hidden floor, stated by Bomb himself. Bomb said that Hansung Yu is really strong, right? For a regular, he's really strong, and he made that distinction about Hansung Yu. And Bomb doesn't do that to just anyone. He's like, that guy's really strong. And then Hansung Yu, with a trap set up, was going to squish Data Veal and kill him. And because Bomb saved him, and he was like, I don't want to be killed by you. So like, there you go. Hansung Yu is really strong as a regular. Weird, a little weirdly so. I really want to know more about Hansung Yu, and his connection to blood matter and all that stuff. But yeah, okay. So this is Ranker Hansung Yu. Ranker Hansung Yu is Hansung Yu should be right. I know exactly where to put him because he's right next to Zeke. Here we go. Again, Zeke and him are equals, rivals, all that stuff, all that fun stuff. In the last station video that I made, they fought, and they both got knocked out at the end. But Hansung Yu did need a plan to beat Zeke, and Zeke didn't need to do that. He just used his normal powers. So I would play Zeke a bit, like one little block. Again, they're not moving like away from each other. There's no character between them and all that stuff. But that's where he goes. Yeah, there you go. Gus, very simple to rank him again. He will just go below Hansung Yu because he has the exact same rank in the tower as Hansung Yu, which is head test administrator. And we know he's a high ranker because he said so. He said as much about himself, right? So he's just go there. There you go. Also, he has very interesting powers with Shinsu Drawing. I remember when I first saw him fight for the first time in the nest, I never thought we were going to ever see him fight at all. And I was like, oh my goodness, he's actually fighting. But yeah, he has a very cool style with Shinsu Drawing. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. A little visually uninteresting because it's just kind of like zigzags and whites and all that stuff. But it's still like, so cool. Just his demeanor of how he does it so effortlessly. It's really cool to me. Okay. Madarako is a high ranker, but I think again it's like the same thing in my opinion. He's like, I don't see him beating any division commanders of Jahad's army, and that's kind of like what I think a baseline ranker, high ranker should be. I think it's again more like this guy. Like this guy, what I said, he's a high ranker, but it's because of his influence, because we know that you could get bumped up due to influence, and Madaraka has a lot of influence in the tower by being like a crime lord. So he has like him and Arthur have like feats of fighting Han Sung-yu and stuff like that. So like there you go. I'm just gonna put Madaraka a little bit above, up below, because I don't think he can get through his lighthouses. Madaraka can get through Arthur's lighthouses. So there you go. All of Karaka's goons except for Grom are gonna go in advanced ranker tier. Death Karambit. I'm probably just gonna be right next to each other, so yeah. Death Karambit fought Dorian Frog, but again, like I mentioned in the Fug video, Dorian Frog was weakened because he didn't have Pollock, and Pollock was like his kind of like whole thing, right? The thing that makes him like really, really strong. So he wasn't using any of his like Pollock powers and stuff like that. But it's still impressive because Dorian Frog is a high ranker. So let me just see. Let me just look, because they're going to be all next to each other, right? So let me just see them all. Yeah, there you go. Okay. They're all going to be below Didiano. Deathbird. Let me grab Deathbird. Yeah, Deathbird should. We don't have any feats from him, but you should just scale to all of them. And Deathbird is like this like the first guard of Karaka's heart. So like I said, that should tell you a lot about how Karaka values Deathbird. Grom. I said Grom, not Bomb. Let's bring him down there. I don't even know how he got grabbed. He's pretty low. So let me. Okay. There we go. Grom is probably just a ranker. There's nothing to imply that he's an advanced ranker. He didn't do anything that impressive during the last station to say that he's a advanced ranker. But where would I place him in a ranker tier? I would probably place him, to be honest, I'd probably place him like below somebody like Noma. Yeah. He's really big, so I think Noma would just get destroyed. But I think Love could beat him. I think Love with like one of his charged up blast could probably beat Grom. Yeah. Let me talk about Pedro first, I guess. Pedro. Again, this is not base Pedro. This is Pedro full on with the purple Dementor. So like I've said before, normal Pedro would be like here with the rest of the royal guards, because of that Yuri statement that she said. But with his purple Dementor, he's definitely one of the strongest of Karaka's minions. But I would say that Death Lady, because she just kind of like always with Karaka and kind of seems like to be his like main servant, I would say that she's stronger than where's there you go. I would say she's right above. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. It's definitely gonna get to a point. It's definitely gonna get to a point where it becomes really hard to do this because there's so many characters on every tier. So it's gonna get a little tricky to do this. This guy, I'm gonna be ranking him right next to his buddy, but where I ranked him in the video was just if I can grab him, there you go. Here. Right below R and his twin. Because R and his twin can transform. These guys can't. And they're kind of like seem to be pretty high like ranker level, like a test administrator type of people, because this guy fought Leroro. Again, he does not scale to Leroro. Leroro didn't have his lighthouses, and he said it would be tricky to fight him without his lighthouse. Again, this does not mean that Leroro was like saying that he's gonna beat me without my lighthouses. It was just him saying that it was gonna be tricky. I still believe the Leroro could have won that fight in the workshop battle if he went full out. And this guy doesn't have any feats. Quant was kind of hesitant to like fight him. I mean, he was like, damn it, I guess I'll do this. I guess I'll fight him or whatever. But that's, I don't know. I'll just put them right next to each other. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it makes sense for this guy to be all the way down here where Quant would be. I mean, it'd be cool if Quant fought him and then won, but like, I can't say that because that didn't happen. It was just kind of like a confrontation that as soon as it happened, Quant, he had to leave. And Quant didn't get to fight him, which would have been. I really wish we could have seen Quant using Shinsu actually fight somebody, because we saw him without Shinsu fight people, but not with Shinsu. At least a good amount of Shinsu, you know what I mean. Sola and Nama are obviously gonna go right next to each other, but where next to each other? I guess I don't think they compete. Grom seems pretty big, and I don't think them individually could beat Grom. So I'd put them where like the same place where Noma is. I would put her above Solo just slightly because she seems more level-headed. That's it. Oop. That's it. This is both of them. This is both of them together when they're holding hands, and at this point, I think they could probably be Grom. Their Shinsu blasts are very, very big, so I think they could overwhelm Grom at some point. But like, they're not going that much higher, even when they're together. That, to be honest, I don't think they could beat. I don't know. I don't think they could beat Charlie or Quant. Or I don't think they could beat Charlie. I don't think they could beat Love, Full Power Love. I don't think they could beat Charity. Yeah, I think they can just beat Grom. Barely. I don't know. This is Mule. Mule's definitely one of the weakest rankers we have ever seen in the story, which kind of sucks because he's like an Elder's envoy and all that stuff. But like, you know, what can you do? We don't know how strong he actually is. We just saw him get destroyed by Yama, which again, everyone in ranker tier would get destroyed by Yama, but even when you get destroyed by somebody, you can still show some impressive ability even if you get destroyed, right? And he just like shot a Shinsu blast from his mouth. And he has like armor. So honestly, I'm gonna put him at the lowest of ranker tier. I think that's fair. Fine. How long have we been streaming, by the way? Yeah, that's fine. I think my last stream was like 3 hours long. I think with all the bomb ranking, it's definitely gonna reach that. But yeah, I was laughing a lot during Amy's stream. Amy's being Dr. Bonehead's wife. She's been doing live reactions since she finally caught up, and the stream that I was in was the one where she finally caught up to Tower of God. That chat was so funny. That chat was like so funny, right? And because everyone was there, it was like Haku, Ruka, and a lot of other people were there, and it was just chaos. That chat was legit chaos because it was the chapters where Dumas was beating the absolute crap out of everyone, out of Bomb, Kun, and Rack, and I think I even made a comment about it at some point. It was so crazy that at some point we were like, everyone was in the chat was talking about like their favorite milk flavors, and I was like, I made a joke saying like, Bomb getting beaten by Dumas, fighting him for his life. Meanwhile, everyone in the chat is talking about chocolate milk. I just had a lot of fun in that chat. It was really fun. But I did talk about my since I am doing Tower and God's characters in this live streams. I did tell Dr. Bonehead, and he was like, "Oh, I'll check them out and all that stuff." I don't know if he has or did or all that stuff, but they're I mean, it's just I remember he said, because I said it was a long list, right? He said, "Yeah, I don't envy you," right? I'm like, yeah, I didn't envy myself when I made this list because it's a long list, but at the same time, I got annoyed that there's not like a big Tower God list, because I really wanted to do a big Tower God list. There was a big one, but like there's not like a very like big one with a lot of forms and a lot of things like that. And I was like, I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it myself. I did the Thanos meme, and I just did it myself. Let me. Oh, by the way, Ghost. I put Ghost right below the strongest of the floor test, but Ghost should definitely be in the strongest tier in the floor test because just from the feat that the first thing we got introduced with Ghost is that he killed like all of the regulars in the first selection of the floor of test, which is insane. Like I don't see anyone below him doing that. He did it with Dorsey, but like that's still a lot of regulars. That's even if you want to say he just did half, that's still so many regulars. So like I don't think Dorsey killed all of them by herself, and I don't think Ghost killed all of them by themselves, but they still killed them. And because we know Rachel didn't do anything, right? Okay. Got a few more in Fug, and then we start with Bomb. Let me do Reflejo. Reflejo is Reflejo is definitely top E rank because he scared the crap out of Novik that one time, and Novik and him then fought like in a straight up fight. So I'll just put him right there below Chang, right? That's base Reflejo, by the way. This is Shadow Reflejo. Shadow Reflejo is in B rank because he is stated to be stronger than a B rank regular. Where that puts him though, I should put him right here, because Growler and his team are kind of like stated to be the Reflejo of Towering Gods, right? I think that's like a statement Milios and Joe said about them. So like they should just be there relative, I think. There you Dravi. I still believe that Dravi is stronger than Wolhaiksong, because of her sword that was able to like hit the Serpent Master where no one was hitting the Serpent Master other than Bomb. So she should be able to hit Wolhaiksong's shadow. The Dravi should be in strongest regular, I think. But where is debatable. Let me see. Oh, I just put her below Elaine. So here we go. She can turn invisible and all that stuff. The only people that can see her when she turns invisible are the princesses of Jahad, like in Dorsey, and all that stuff. So most of these princesses and stuff like that should be able to see her. And the people that aren't able to see her can just probably tank a lot of her attacks and then beat her, right? I don't know. That's where I rank her. She should just be, I believe she should be just be above Wolhaiksong, but like it's contentious if you want to put her like right above him or like here. I think here is fine because the Serpent Master feat is pretty impressive. That's not, I almost said Dan. No, that is Daniel. Yeah, because Hockney is Hockney David. He's not David, he's Daniel. Yeah. Daniel is below Balzar Elliott. Honestly, like right there. I think he loses to full power Angel. He's definitely above base Angel. But he's pretty impressive. He was just kind of like above Ron very clearly, at least in the Hell Train arc, before Neemhut Station, all that stuff. Yeah, he's pretty impressive. Cool character. Really good, solid character. Love his backstory. Love his motivations and all that stuff. He's definitely one of the highlights in the Hell Train for me. Apple and Michael. Goodness. I kind of don't want to rank them. Is that bad for me to say? Like, yeah, like I did rank them above Shia and them, but like they're C rank, but they suck. So you know what? I'm just gonna do that, because I don't have any appreciation for them. I'm not gonna put them in D rank, even if they're like the rare characters that they're C rank, and I'm not gonna even put them in D rank, right? That's how like bad I think they are. Ghost, you go back there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Like, I don't see Kyle losing to. No matter what you want to say, I don't see Kyle losing to Michael. I don't think he will. Before we get into Bomb, let's rank Season 3 Ghost. Season 3 Ghost fought Bomb using the Shinsu. Bomb did not use the orb, and he also used his Shinsu loops in that fight, which already definitely scales him in ranker level. Where in ranker though? It's interesting. I would place him because Bomb beat him. I mean, kind of like the thing is that R came, and then Ghost saw that R came, and then he left immediately. So I don't think he's stronger than R, or at least if he is, then I don't know. Because I think Bomb had to use the floor butterfly piercing technique to beat R. He did not have to do something like that against Ghost. But Ghost can use Shinsu Black Hole Sphere, so he should be above. He should be here. I think that's fair. Alright, now let's get into Bomb scaling, and after this, I'll be finishing the stream. So, final scaling time. Goodness, this is This, and I have to keep sitting here after this. Goodness. I might take a little bit of a break before doing what I have to do next. But I definitely can't take that long of a break. Probably like a 10-minute break. Let's do chronologically. So let me go put this bomb back where he should be. There he is. There you go. Season 3 bomb. There you go. Let's do this chronologically, guys. Just so no one gets confused and jumbled up with the bombs. Start of series bomb. He was in the floor test. He's the weakest. Definitely the weakest. Even with like the Black March in his hands, he can't do anything. Like the Black March just protects him sometimes, and that's it. Like if you want to be weird about it, you could say that because the Shinsu moved involuntarily, he should be above someone like Hwari Yoon, because Hwari Yoon got her eye ripped out by that. But like semantics, and that's like a very weird thing that happened with Bomb. This is Bomb after basically at the end of season 1, not him powered up in like the fishnet thing, because that ranks like here, right? Because he beat the bull. But I'm talking about like without that version of Bomb, like basically around a little bit after his fight versus Quant within Dorsey. Now he has reverse flow control. He can use reverse flow control and bongs at the same time. We know this from his fight versus the bull. He can stop people. He took a blast from Naramata, and he should be definitely very strong. But do I think he could beat Wu? That's an interesting question for me to be asking. No, I don't think so. I would put him above Boris. He took a Naramata blast. He took to the face and was bloodied up, definitely damaged, but he took it to the face. He was able to stop Quant multiple times, but Quant was able to overpower it at some point without Shinsu. He got trained by Dorsey, but he obviously is not at an Dorsey level. Obviously not. He can use bongs to attack, but honestly, I think Wu with the monkeys could just blind him and beat him up. I don't think that's too weird to say. Okay, and that's where I rank him. Now we have start of season 2 Viol. So I'm just gonna say this is Viol. Like, let me see where I got this dude. I got this guy, because there's definitely a specific place that I put him. Yeah. I think this specific Bomb, he's very skilled. He's definitely in the top of E rank tier. Although I want to say he's here. I think he would lose. Again, if Anak and Round are somewhat equals, then I think that she beats him up just by willpower and all that stuff, and then fights him, outlasts him. But he's definitely super strong. He was able to fight both Ron and Novik at the same time with a little bit of help from Shia, but like not that much help. He was able to do all that kind of stuff. He's able to use 5 bongs, you know. Very, very, very strong. Okay, this is weird. This is Bong with the fake thorn ignited, but when he got his Shinsu to get taken away from him. So it's just physically amped bomb with the fake thorn. So this is the fake thorn bomb without any. You guys know the one that punched Amigo Chaz into the ground and like beat Vespa. So he beat Vespa. Vespa I would put at like the top of E rank. So like I think he's above Taki too. Yeah, I did put him above Taki with the fake thorn ignited, but with like no Shinsu. But I didn't put him above. Yeah, I did not put him above Zeke and these people. So I'll put him below Arc Raptor because Arc Raptor's blast, Shinsu blast are very, very like big and powerful. So like, we just saw this bomb punch somebody into the ground. This Arc Raptor like blew up a whole like a massive doorway. So I don't know. You could it's a little contentious. This bomb though. Let me scale this one. This is bomb. This is workshop VO. Workshop bomb in base. So this is like the one that fought Beta. He should be weaker than Dorsey and Vargov, in my opinion, because Vargov has because they both have OP items, the Bong Bong and the Blood Tamara. Honestly, don't think that there's, even with the Floor Butterfly piercing technique, Bomb could have beaten Vargov. Would have been an epic fight, but I don't think he could have beaten Vargov with just the Floor Butterfly piercing technique. Although this, well, sorry, it's lagging out for me a little bit. This is fake Thorn Bomb, but with Shinsu. So it's not like this one. This one's him using the fake Thorn, but without Shinsu. This one's him with Shinsu. We've only seen this one once, and it's this picture where he like they're showing off him the container of the Thorn, and he like did that massive blast thing that made this Thorn like shape on the wall. This one is definitely above Dorsey and Vargov. We have no other reference for him, but he definitely should be stronger. I know it's a little confusing picture, but like that's what that is. This is not this is not the same as this one, and it's not the same as this one. This one's the actual Thorn. Because this is like a container of the Thorn, but that still amplifies his power. But this is actually the Thorn. And this bomb, the Thorn bomb from the workshop battle, is really strong. Although maybe controversial, I don't know. I do rank him below Reflejo. I do definitely rank him below Reflejo, because Reflejo, I've talked about this before, the way he got beaten was weird, because Reflejo's whole thing is that he's a shadow, so he can't be reverse flow controlled. But Bomb, when he gets the Thorn, he can reverse flow control him, because he has the Thorn's power, and the Thorn's power is to dominate Shinsu, like no matter what, which is like Enryu's power, to not be dominated in Shinsu control. That's why Helljo was not able to take Bomb's power away, like he was with even Yurik, right? Because of the Thorn. And so Bomb could so that's why Bomb could flow control Reflejo even in his shadow state. But the thing is that he could stop him and definitely push him back, but the way they beat him was by Rack and Kun like teleporting the spear and then the Mad Shocker, because he's Reflejo is less durable. He's probably less durable than everyone in this tier, but his power is the same as everyone in this tier. Because he's a shadow, his form is that of a shadow, so he's less durable because it's a shadow. So what they did is throw off his footing by getting rid of his legs, and then they gave Bomb an opening to attack him with the thorn. So in all that stated, and with the statement that Hua Yun thinks that Bomb would have gotten slaughtered if he went to the Hell Train as he is now, that may be taking the thorn into account. So I will be placing Bomb this Bomb, I had a very specific place. I'm going to put him right here below Levy. He could probably, with the thorn, he could probably hurt Levy even in his Saint Hair stuff. But it's a little tricky to say if he actually beats him. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair placement. Base Bomb from the start of the Hell Train is definitely very strong. He's going to be right next to he's gonna go right next to Daniel, because him and Daniel had like a fight. Bomb was able to outskill Daniel. Let me put that round back. He was able to outskill Daniel, so there you go. Actually, yeah, let me just put him above Angel now, because I do think he could beat Angel, even full power Angel. There you go. Bomb with the thorn activated. Was strong. Definitely stronger than. Why is she here? Goodness. There you go. He's definitely stronger than these guys. I'd probably put him here. Bolsar's still stronger than him though, because he was fighting this version of Bomb. Although I do think that this version of Bomb would have beaten Bolsar Elliot at some point. So this is like raged. This is like enraged Thorn Bomb that after he got like rejected by Rachel. He's definitely here above D rank now. But I honestly don't think by that much, because he was still fighting Bolsar Elliot, and I just think that I think Enakor Kun could lock him up. Maybe. It's definitely contentious, but I think he could maybe lock him up with the Enakor. There you go. This is a weird one. This is the start of Joaquin fight Bomb. We know he has been just getting passively stronger, Bomb, after the whole Revolution Road thing. But where exactly would I place him? I don't think he's above Bolsar Elliot still. He was able to like to somewhat stop. I think he's just kind of there, right? I think after all that stuff that happened, he gets as strong as he was with the Thorn activated in base. But putting him anywhere higher is kind of weird. This is Thorn Joaquin fight Bomb. Like his first fight with Joaquin outside the Hell Train. Now he's definitely here. He's definitely like above. I would say he's above the main cast. Is he stronger than Indieta and Ron? Eh, I don't think so. I'm just, if he is barely, because he was definitely still weaker than Joaquin, right? Then this is bomb after his. This is base bomb after his after the whole God of Guardians training in the Hell Train. He's definitely super strong. Basically, even when Balzar Elliott like went fully out or whatever, he like he did use a thorn, but he just destroyed Balzar Elliott. So like I would still think that base bomb would beat Balzar Elliott at this point too. I'd probably put him there. It's kind of hard to say that he's beating this bomb. It's also confusing because I know because they're wearing the same clothes. That's why I'm stating what version of the bombs this is, and why I put them in order, right? So you guys would know. This is Thorn Bomb versus Joaquin. Well, versus White, because once Joaquin absorbs his siblings, he's white, in my opinion. Like regular white. He's definitely super strong. Did I place him B rank or did I place him in yeah, I did place him in B rank, but I placed him above Reflejo finally. Placed him. I don't think though that he could beat I don't think he's stronger at that version specifically than Endorsi from the Name Hunt Station or Kaiser. I think that only happens after the white fight. This is the strongest, one of the strongest versions of regular bomb. Of when bomb's always a regular, you know what I mean? When like he's regular level. This is one of the strongest versions, and that is the Soul Bomb. Yeah, he should just be there. He beat White. If you think, yeah, because it was definitely a very sound defeat versus White. So like I wouldn't put them right next to each other. So I would separate them with Pilmashini. So Lightning Pilmashini. So he would go right there. He would be the top of the strongest regular tier. He couldn't affect rankers, or he's probably not an A rank so level. So I put A ranks and people that can affect rankers above him. But like he's definitely one of the strongest non-A rank regulars at this point. No one's gonna go above him, by the way. That should be the stop of his spot. Base. This is weird. This is base bomb from the Name Hut Station. He beats a lot of the 10 bosses. He beats Alfine and Yokon, I think that's the name or something. The poison one. So like it's weird where he scales. It's very weird. But like I don't think there's that much of a difference between this version and this version, honestly. I would just put them right there next to each other. He doesn't really fight anyone important in the Name Hunt Station without the Thorn. Like, he never fights Elaine without the Thorn. He never fights somebody like that's super, super strong without the Thorn. So I would just put him right there. Like, above this base bomb. This is Elaine fight bomb. Again, super, super easy to scale him. if I can grab him. He's just gonna go above a lane. Yeah. He's gonna go above a lane below Chiffon's sword and Dorsey. Because now they both have attacks that like can nuke an area. Like Bomb has the extreme style butterfly piercing technique that just kind of like was a laser blast that beat Elaine. But he has to be close up to do something like that because it's a butterfly piercing technique. But she has and Dorsey has more mobility with the Bong Bong, and the Chiffon sword is a long range attack, so she could definitely pull it off fast, easier than Bomb could. So there you go. This is let me see right here. This is base Bomb from the Floor of Death. Base Bomb from the Floor of Death. I think now his base should, after all the training he did with the floor, the God of Guardians, I think his base should definitely be here. Yeah, I'm gonna place him right here below Marco Asensio, but above like the people that I've said, scaled to Han Sang-yu, because Han Sang-yu once again was able to kill Data Viol, or would have been able to kill Data Viol or whatever, but the thing is that he had to lay out a trap for that, which still implies that he could have done it, but he didn't do it just casually, right? So I'd still rank them above. So here is Data Viol with this one, but like Floor of there he is. Sorry, it's just that I saw him disappear, but I didn't see that he went up the tier. This is Bomb from this is Bomb that fought Data Viol. They're just equals. Bomb stated that they're equals. They're just not equals. Well, in terms of techniques, I guess that that this version knows. He knows more techniques, and also like he should with the thorn, when he ignites the thorn, he's not equals, but that's obviously a different version. Okay, this is very specific version of Bomb. This is Bomb with the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. This Bomb definitely is going in the so basically this slot is like every single time Bomb uses a Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. He's definitely in this tier. The A rank can affect rankers because the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere can affect rankers. But where though? I think he was able to dissipate the Shinsu of Caracas, so I think it should definitely be like I think if he can get it out, it can definitely beat anyone like this. I think this is a little more contentious. But I don't know. Maybe he could beat him, but Evan Kell seems to have him in a high regard, so maybe not. We're almost done with the list, so let me just grab this Bomb. This is the Bomb that for his Ad 1 training, but with the Thorn activated. So this is like he just destroyed Data Viol. Like just told him to sit down and stop making more havoc. So he's definitely like I'd probably say he's like here now. I think he should still be below Endorsey with her Shinsu attribute, because the Shinsu attribute thing is very a very big boost. So I think that's fair. There's a lot of points in the series where Bomb and Endorsey are being compared to each other, and it's pretty interesting. At some point, obviously, he leaves her in the dust, but for a lot of season 2, there's him and Endorsey are kind of very even at some point. They're just very clearly stated to be the strongest out of all the regulars around. If Bomb's not doing something, it's always Endorsey is the second option. It's oh, if Bomb can't do it, then Endorsey could do it. Or if Endorsey can't do it, then Bomb should do it. They're always the strongest. Yeah. And now, after this bomb, every single bomb is ranker tier. This flat out ranker tier. So this bomb is technically this is I didn't want to grab so many versions of bomb. So this slot for bomb is just basically the rest of season 2 bomb with his full power activated. So him and Jahad, if it was just from this picture, him and Jahad will be right next to each other, and they're still going to be right next to each other. Oh my goodness. Let me just grab him and put him back down there. Him and Jahad are still going to be next to each other, but Bomb is definitely clearly above him now because he has the Black March. Right. So they were equals, and then he got the Black March, and he can ignite the second Thorn, which he didn't do. So he's the top of this tier. There you go. About top of advanced ranker tier. Base season 3 Bomb is a beast. He's now in his the Evankel training really did good training, because if you has anyone, I don't know if anyone here has watched Naruto, but a joke in the Naruto community is when he went to go train with Jiraiya, the 3 years where he trained with Jiraiya, it felt like he didn't get any stronger, or it felt like he didn't learn anything new, at least. That's the opposite of this. Bomb at the start of season 3 was going at it. Just to imagine, in base, this is how strong he was before in base. Now in base form, he's fighting rankers and beating rankers. So where should he go? Should he be right next to Charlie? No, I don't think so, because the thing is that he was fighting, he never used the orb. This is Shinsu Bomb. Base Bomb is Shinsu Bomb. So Bomb using the orb, the Shinsu loops and stuff. With the Shinsu loops and everything, he should definitely... Oh, yeah. He should just rank above Ghost, because he beat Ghost. And he should go above R, because he beat R. There you go. Boom. Or R's twin, whichever one he fought, right? They look identical. So yeah, there you go. Now, Red Tharissa Bomb, when he first grabbed the Red Tharissa, he should be in he should go in he should be an advanced ranker too, but he should not be in high ranker, because without the Thorn activated, he was not doing anything to Gato, and Gato's right here in the beginning of high rankers, right? Gato was still outspeeding him, doing everything. So the Red Tharissa was able to scratch him though. Red Tharissa is definitely very strong. So Let me go to the thing to see, because now every single bomb is ranker tier. So that should be more easier to scale. Yeah, I put him right here next to him, and then I'm gonna put him right there because the lighthouses are weird. Could probably get around bomb some way somehow, but these guys are all physical brawlers. They would just get cut up by the Retresa. This is okay. So this is bomb, Gato fight bomb. I'm really mad there's not a clear picture of bomb, because I looked for it too. Like I searched this, like the whole Gato fight, but there's not a clear good showing of bomb with the thorn activated and the Retresa. But like this is that Retresa bomb with the thorn activated, and every single time in season 3 when bomb activates the thorn, he is high ranker level. He's definitely high ranker level. The thorn's just really big in also in season 3. Like it's just every single time he fights a high ranker, he pulls out the thorn. Well, except for one time, but we don't know, because now he has Leviathan too, and that amplifies his Shinsu. Where should he go? I think he should go. He's definitely still below Gato because he wasn't winning that fight with Gato. I'll put him right here, below Hansung Yu and all that kind of stuff, but probably above Verdici. He needed Kanson's help to take off Gato's leg. I don't think he would have done that by himself. This is the elite fight bomb, which should be also in high rank, an advanced ranker, because he's not using the thorn at all. He never used the thorn in that fight. But he's getting powered up by the firefish, so should be there, I guess. I don't know, because he's also able to use the Shinsu loops and all that. He also used the Shinsu loops in that fight and all this stuff. I think it's contentious between who I think ranker Caliban and him. I think it's a contentious fight, that one. Because ranker Caliban was taking like a beating from Jin Sung Ha, a young Jin Sung Ha. So yeah, base bomb at the start of the nest. Not much changes, to be honest. Rack, you got your butt down there. There you go. Not much changes. He just uses the Retresa and all that kind of stuff, and versus Charlie. So, but he's not being powered up by like the sweet fish anymore. But he's still able to extend the Retresa, like, so he has more mastery than this form. So like here, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that should be fair. This is bomb when he fought Caliban with Karaka. This is a very strong form of bomb. He's definitely obviously a high ranker. But I think he should be around Karaka's level because they're fighting him at the same time. I think Caliban even made the statement that's like, he said one of them is dangerous but not life-threatening, which is Karaka. And he said the other one's weak but a lethal threat, which is bomb. So they should just be right here next to each other, because he made that kind of statement about that. And then this bomb gets the blue Theresa, the and stuff like that. So like he gets a little more power ups, and then he probably should be placed above Karaka. This is the Soul Arrow bomb. Soul Arrow bomb is weird, because it's weird to scale him because he's using the souls, and that's like a big amplifier. But like, but where do I think he actually should place? Obviously he should be higher than before. I think he should be, but I think he should be above, because the souls are a big amp. Like I said before, like him using the souls. Like let me tell you the amp that it's. This is bomb, like full power bomb versus white, and then when he got the souls, this is how much I think he grew with that. This is not bomb using every single soul in his disposal though, because in that fight versus white in the Hell Train, he was kind of using all his souls, like to beat white and make that sword out of Shinsu and all that stuff, because that was the whole like thing. And he's not using all the souls here, but he's using a good amount of them to make the bow. So I think he should be, I guess he should be here, like above Yuri and Tiara. I think that's fair to say. I don't know if he would be able to beat Cha and Doan yet though. I think that's a little contentious for me. I don't think that if I can't say it confidently, then I'm not doing it. Right. This is Thorn Bomb. This is the one who fought Arya. Arya was definitely beating back Base Bomb like super hard, and Base Bomb was like, I can't do anything against the division commander with the Thorn. So he pulled out the Thorn and then he started fighting her, although Arya still like blocked all his attacks away. So like here I guess. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't use the reason. I'm taking about what they use. So like, even if this picture doesn't have the Red Theresa and like stuff like that, he still used them in that arc against Charlie. So that's why I ranked him with the Theresas here. In this fight, he did not use the Red Theresa or the Blue Theresa. He just used Shinsu and Shizu Black Hole Sphere with that, and he did use the Red Theresa here, so he should just be here, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. This bomb is very strong bomb. Okay, Rack. This is twice now. Just put him there, I guess. This is bomb in his second fight against white. So like, let me just go up and then I'll talk about it, because I can't. The pictures aren't there fully. There we go. So like this bomb is the one who fought white the first time with Arya. Basically the same situation with him and Karaka, but now it's white, Bomb and Arya versus white, and they were not doing anything. Bomb said white wasn't even trying, right? This bomb then got enraged because White told him he killed Prince Anarchraptor, and he got enraged, and he's like, I'm going to kill him. So this is Bomb using like all of his power enraged, and he's like, I'm going to beat White. He did not beat White, and White killed him. Well, killed him. He critically injured White, Bomb, and but this bomb is very impressive because he can add his Shinsu loop with the Shinsu black hole sphere, and created an almost infinite Shinsu black hole sphere attack, the meteor shower, which was very impressive. And White said it hurt like hell. So, Pakoko, where are you going? It's very impressive. So I honestly think he should be here. That attack was really impressive, and I think it could have taken out something like the Windbird, or because the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere can harm people like that. So I think it could have taken out the Windbird. I think it could have taken out people like that, that are kind of like in that tier. I'm not confident in saying that he's in Squadron Commander tier yet. So I don't think so. But he's definitely super strong. This is the White fight bomb. After this, we only have a few bombs left. Super easy to rank him. He should not only be above White, because he's just White as prideful as I can't talk anymore. It's been streaming for too long. I don't know why I can't say as prideful. There you go. As prideful as White is, he still admitted that this bomb is stronger than him, right? So he's definitely above Squadron Commander level, and I would put him here. I honestly do not think he could beat Dumas. Like, it would be obviously way tougher of a fight than any of the fights he's done with Dumas before. But I don't think he could beat Dumas, even in this form, right? Which is his strongest form to date that we have seen. But I think I would put him above somebody like Caliban and Yama. I think that's fair to say. But he's definitely in the strongest among the family tier, because he's above this White. This is an interesting one, because you might look at this one and say this is base bomb, but it's not actually base bomb. This is what I like to call Leviathan bomb. Right after he swallowed Leviathan, and he used Leviathan very differently than he did right here and right here. This is base bomb using Leviathan as a Shinsu boost, basically just enhancing his own Shinsu, right? And this is not that. This is bomb using not Caliban, Leviathan as a external transformation, which is very strong, and was able to blow back some of Perdides' attack. But even this bomb said to himself and to Jinsung that he's not as strong as Jinsung Ha. And I believe that. This bomb clearly also beat Holen, so he should go in highs, above Division Commander tier. I definitely moved somebody right now, but I have no idea who I just moved. I moved H1. There you go. All right, so this bomb, where would I place him though? He's I'd probably place him around the same above Yuri and stuff like that. I'd probably put the Soul Arrow. I'll put the Soul Arrow above Yama, but above this Yama, but below Doan and Cha. And I'll put this one right below Jama, but above Yuri and Tiara. Because I think Leviathan's power, even if he's only used like a trinkle of it, like Mom said, is super powerful. You could argue that Leviathan, aside from the Guardians or the Administrators, whichever term you want to say, is strong. It's like the strongest Shinwei in the tower. We don't know if Enkidu could be a similar tier of power. This is base bomb, like straight up base bomb. Like he's not even using Leviathan's power. This is the bomb that Ren woke up and he was fighting Ren for a little bit. He is ranker tier. He's not. I don't think he's even advanced ranker tier, but he's definitely. But now, I think in ranker tier, he's definitely the strongest in ranker tier, because he was still very confident in fighting somebody like Ren. He was like, Ren, don't leave the room. Let's keep fighting. Like, I'm not scared of you, and I'm going to still beat you for everything that you've done. So I still believe that. He's stronger than Ren. Without even using any of his powers, just pure Shinsu at this point in the story. But I do not believe in the idea that this bomb, without using anything except for his Shinsu, is stronger than like an advanced ranker or high ranker, stuff like that. I don't think so. This is more interesting because this is bomb very clearly using Leviathan's power, but very differently from what he did in the nest. This is bomb using Leviathan's power as a boost to his Shinsu loop. So basically bomb stated that this is Leviathan using turning Leviathan's power into Shinsu to make it stronger, to make his Shinsu just stronger than before. So now he's in an advanced ranker tier because because a lot of people forget before this, because why this happened, because why this occurred, this whole thing with Ren, was that Bomb very casually killed this version of Ren. He killed this Ren, so this Ren came out. And he did kill this version because we know that because of the shoe color, this is like probably the female version of Ren that he killed, and then this version, the male one, came out. So he did just straight up kill Ren, which is kind of crazy. Very casually too. So where would I put him? I'd probably put him like here. Where because H1 killed 3 rankers and but Bomb killed a ranker super casually, and a ranker that I think is stronger than the rankers that H1 killed. So yeah, he should just be there. Yeah, you could place him a bit higher, but he should just be in that tier definitely. This is like, I wouldn't say this is like full. I wouldn't say this is like full power current Bomb. This is the Bomb that used the level 3 transformation against a Serpent Master. Right, so, and he also used a thorn and everything against the Serpent Master. It's a little unclear because you can't really see it that well, but he did use the thorn against the Serpent Master. And his like little horn mode that he has against the Serpent Master. So the Serpent Master is definitely very strong. But this bomb beat the Serpent Master, like very definitively. So like, I put him right there next to this version. This version just used a very strong attack, and this one did not. But so like, then this is going full out bomb, and this is like a casual like current bomb. At this point, I would rank him above Cha and Doan. This is, I don't have actually full power current bomb here, which is like Leviathan activated, the one who like one shot Wee Wee. That one definitely might, I think I would rank him in Squadron Commander tier, but like in the bottom of Squadron Commander tier, below Evankel. And then, you know, this one is Bomb, Thorn Bomb, current Thorn Bomb. Current Thorn Bomb is kind of like going head to head versus branch leaders now. So he's definitely upgraded in rank, because before he was, this is the last bomb we're going to talk about, by the way. Because before he was like below what I think some squadron commanders are with the Thorn. Like this, like he's weaker than Arya in my opinion still. But now he's like scrapping with branch leaders. Although the thing is that even in this shot you can see that Bomb lost to Wee Wee. So I probably still put him above somebody like Gororo. Maybe. A little hard to say. Yeah. I probably just put him below all the like current branch leaders, and then he would have to use more power. But this bomb just destroyed Ababa, so he's definitely above him. So yeah, oof, that was everything. It was so much, but like, I think there we go. I think the stream kind of like disconnected for a second, but it should be good now. So yeah. Oh god. I mean, I hope you guys liked the thing. It got really repetitive. Don't do like a drinking game. Like yeah, definitely don't do like a drinking game to this. Every single time I say bomb, take a shot, don't do that. You'll die. But yeah, I'll be ending the stream here. How long do we go for this time? Should be like 3 hours, right? Yeah. Yeah, the same length amount of time as last one. Like 3 hours and 30 minutes or something like that. So yeah. Bye guys. I'm going to take a little bit of a break and then do what I gotta do. The new video should be out, depends on how much free time I have, but like it should probably be out in maybe in the weekend, right? Maybe like by Sunday, something like that. Really just depends how much free time I have. Maybe I'll post it earlier, who knows. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, let me just wait a second so you all can just look at these. For right now, this is our current. I really liked the interaction. I know there was only one person who interacted in the chat, but I still really appreciate it. Love you, man. I know you comment a lot on my videos, and I really appreciate it a lot, right? So thank you for asking me these questions and stuff like that. I really liked talking to you, and it was fun. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video, and yeah, comment on it afterwards if you see it later. If you got anything too contentious about it that I said, and if you want to talk about it in the comment section below. Keep it respectful, obviously, and yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.